All right. That's fine. That works. Hopefully this phone doesn't fall and there won't hear me with the wind. Very active night in Tennessee, Kentucky, Arkansas, Illinois, Indiana. The worst part about this stuff happening at night is you truly don't know what happened until daylight hits and you can actually assess stuff. Um, so it's 8:15 here in East Tennessee. So people are gonna start getting up. Sunshine's gonna start coming out. You start seeing what the damage was left. There are reports in Kentucky, Southwest Kentucky, um, hundreds of people died, and it's just scary because it's a lot of small towns and whatnot that just were in the path of some of these tornadoes. The one that traveled through all four states and went over 250 miles, you can't even comprehend it, honestly. Like that's from Knoxville past Nashville. Like, that is so far. Um, so this is calm before the storm. It's 70 right now. It's December 11th. It's 70 degrees. We have a dew point of 60 something, which is just right for storms. We've got winds out of the southeast, it looks like, about 15 miles per hour. Last I looked at the weather thing, I'm looking at the flags right now, it's coming out of the southeast still. Um, Storms are coming from the west, obviously, moving very fast, very rapid from the southwest, coming up, kind of like in a diagonal pattern. So we'll see what happens here. Our warnings and watches have increased significantly overnight. They were just going to be some watches. Looked like we were going to get a couple thunderstorms around 12-ish. Now it looks like it's dipping into 10 to 2 o'clock frame, and it's more wind than anything. And wind is scary because tree limbs, power outages, all that is combined with it. Not so much the tornado watch and warnings in East Tennessee where we are at. Thankfully, stuff comes off the plateau, kind of breaks apart. You got the Smoky Mountains, which is why we live in East Tennessee and not the other parts of Tennessee. But we'll see what happens. Mason and I have just been kind of going around the yard, picking up stuff because stuff's going to blow around, making sure pigs are taken care of, everything's good. Checked in. I was up until about midnight last night editing and just kind of watching things unfold, and I was talking to friends in Nashville and West Tennessee, just checking in on them, and it really hit the fan for them. I mean, there were some scary videos they were sending me, and woke up at 4 when Babs left for work, and stuff was hitting Nashville. There was rotation in Nashville, so I was texting everybody just to make sure they were good in closets or whatever. So far everybody's safe and things worked out. Wasn't too much damage that they could see after that night. I hope this doesn't fall. But yeah, it's weird. 70. It's December 11th and it's 70 degrees. It's just what I was telling somebody too. They were asking about the storms. They were kind of joking. They said they want to go back to California, but and then they laughed and said, no, not really. The one thing with the weather out here and these storms is you can forecast and you can kind of predict what's going to happen and have a warning and a heads up. Stuff's coming. You can leave. You can go out of town. There's lots of options. You can go seek shelter at a friend's house if they have a basement or something like that. Like, I don't know, just earthquakes and wildfires. You can't control the wildfires. You don't know what's going to happen, and earthquakes, you never know when they're going to come. So I will trade everything for dealing with these, because it's all about just being prepared and being proactive. It's not a cause for concern. I mean, if you have cell phones that are fantastic now with alerts and technology on all of the weather stations and the weather radios, you're gonna get alerted. As long as you have your alerts on and you're just you got to go out and do Christmas shopping or something, like maybe wait until after 3. you know, if you haven't done it by now, just cook up some breakfast or something. Enjoy some time in the house. It doesn't have to get done right this second. So, somebody said you got that Joe Dirt looking going on. I need to get I had the mustache. I thought it was pretty good, but Babs didn't like it, so she made me cut it. But yeah, the mullet's all right. I kind of like it. It's kind of grown in on me. I mean, I can't do much up here. It kind of does its own thing because I got a terrible cowlick here and a cowlick back here. So it works. I'm embracing the mullet. But yeah, just thought I'd hop on. Had a couple people asking just how things were going for us. East Tennessee is usually always pretty good, so get a handlebar mustache. I don't know if I could grow a handlebar, but I guess you just got to give it a lot of time, right? Just so it gets super long, and then I've never really gotten past like that creepo perp stash because it just feels so uncomfortable. But yeah, people ask how we're doing, and I just, you know, wanted to update people, and just I appreciate everyone thinking of us. But usually over here in East Tennessee, we're pretty good. But there are a lot of people in West Tennessee and Kentucky and Arkansas right now that are going to be dealing with a lot. They're going to be waking up to a lot. So I was talking to a buddy down in Murfreesboro area, south of Franklin. I may drive out there later this afternoon, maybe tomorrow, once things kind of settle down a little bit. If anyone needs help, if anybody knows of people in Kentucky that need help, have family members in Kentucky or even Middle Tennessee area, I do not have a problem getting in my truck and going out there. I got nothing going on tomorrow. So we did it last year with the Chattanooga tornado, the Nashville tornado, Hurricane Harvey. I got no problem rallying some friends and some resources and getting out there and helping people. Because I just know how scared I was when we had wildfires come and how many people reached out and helped us, and it meant a lot. So wherever I can help, I would love to help out. But we're doing good in East Tennessee. Like I said, I'm just 70. I'm just enjoying it, having a cup of coffee. It's a little breezy right now. Storms look to hit us, probably come in about 2 hours, so we got some time. Kids are just hanging out, making gingerbread houses. This weather is strange. Are we going to even have a winter? Yeah, we will. There's a second severe storm season, which is October, November, December, that a lot of people don't think about or even know about, really. This happens every year. You do get some spice coming in, just because you do get these cold fronts coming through. You get warm air coming from the Gulf. A lot of different things kind of mixed together, and looks about Christmas time. I think it's going to start shifting again, maybe. I mean, some people are still saying white Christmas, some of the meteorologists that I follow. Maybe, I don't know, it's so far out. 2 weeks is it really 2 weeks? It's 2 weeks until Christmas Day. Wow, that's crazy. It's just flying by. It's so far out. Like, even these storms weren't on, you know, like the 7-day, 5-day. There was a chance, like a 30% chance of storms. So it all changes so quick. The winds are definitely picking up. Like I told a few people that were in Nashville asking for resources, sky is pretty black by me in Crossville. Yeah, that's Carl. You're about there. Storm is right in your area, coming your way. So that Crossville area, just before to drop off of the plateau. Sorry, I lost it there for a second. But Nash Severe WX on Twitter is probably one of the best resources that I like to use in East Tennessee, because storms almost always come from the west. So whatever Nashville is seeing, you know, they're 160 miles west of us. Whatever Nashville is seeing, that's what's coming towards us. So I always pay attention to Nash Severe WX on Twitter. They do. Last night he went live on YouTube, had a great conversation, warning people and letting people know, you know, exactly where these cells were rotating, IBN when warnings are lifted and all that good stuff. So they are a fantastic resource. They were one of the only resources last year, I think, that warned Tennesseans about that national tornado. When they said there was less than a 5% chance for a tornado hitting, Nash Severe WX was one of the first ones to report it and warn people, which could have saved I don't know how many lives and just resources. So they are a great resource. In West Knoxville, going to get some breakfast and then hunkering down for the next few hours and watching vintage Hoag videos. There you go. See, that's all you gotta do. Just, I mean, you got a break. Do what you need to do right now, and then just enjoy your Saturday. Hunker down. You don't have to go Christmas shopping. You don't have to go get this stuff. Just kind of enjoy it for what it is. I mean, Mother Nature. My winds are coming from the south. Wind picking up in Chattanooga. Yeah, winds are coming from the south heavy. All the flags are flying northwest, which is really weird because the storms are coming from the southwest and kind of like in a slanted diagonal pattern. So that's kind of weird. Maybe that's why it's kind of mixing up a little bit. I knew that was going to fall. That's why. Good reflexes. I knew that thing was going to come down. All right. So yeah. Let's see. I saw some comments. I didn't respond to. Where are we at? Let's see. 82 in Texas yesterday, but it's supposed to be 50 today. Jeez. Yeah. So it's 70 right now. Tonight is 31. It's so crazy. Macho Man, the green always rises to the top. I appreciate that, dude. Look at that. That's cool. Why can this not stay? Hit 87 in San Antonio yesterday. Wow. I have Christmas shopping to do today. Roxanne, I know you do, but it can wait. Trust me. It can wait for a little bit. Do it online. Go to friendsroast.com. You can buy shirts, you can buy coffee, you can buy... I'm just kidding. Some sold out. I don't have any. I can't keep up. It's honestly a blessing, but I can't keep up. One day we'll get there, though, and we'll be able to keep up. Promise you. Randy Robert. Matt's rating from California. CV, we're in Shelbyville now, watching a live stream. Tornadoes missed us, but we had a pretty crazy thunderstorm. Quiet next minutes. Yeah, Shelbyville. Yeah, that whole area. I mean, there were two strong lines that came through. I mean, I was talking to people in Clarksburg, and I saw some of their, or Clarksville. Saw some of their videos, and it was just a light show like you've never seen before. And I mean, thankfully, none of these have been really rain-wrapped tornadoes, so when they're rain-wrapped, it's almost impossible to see them and know they're coming until they're there. But just some of these lightning shows and thunderstorms that have been going. It's been more severe thunderstorms, I think, than anything. No hail. There hasn't been any hail reported. Like a majority of hail that I've seen. A couple spots had it, but it's been more wind than anything. And they get it's like these squall lines. I know it's not a squall line, but you get these lines of wind that come through, and it's just incredible. And it's a different wind too. It's not. We had wind in Southern California, Santa Ana winds. Get hot. It's dry. These things are just huge gusts and stuff. But there are so many trees and just with trailers and smaller stuff around here, they become very dangerous. What are you eating? Hey, don't eat that. She's eating chicken poop, sorry. But yeah, it's just, these winds are just really, really wild. April, I'm supposed to get on a plane out of Knoxville today. I'm nervous. It'll be good. They're supposed to fly in the wind, so you'll be alright. What time are you leaving? That kind of makes a difference. Hoping it takes all the leaves out of the yard. It is. I'm watching leaves blow right now. They're a little damp, so some are staying put, but the remaining leaves are blown out of the yard, which is a blessing right now, because I don't want to deal with that. Drinking some Let's Go Brandon's roast with my elf right now. Cheers. There you go. I think I just have regular Fred's roast going right now. April expect delays. Yeah, there might be delays. Oh, leaving at 12:15. Yeah, there may be delays then. Um, yep, Andy. What's scary about tornadoes in the south is usually they hit at night, can't see them coming. Exactly. So everything that happened last night, and, I mean, unless you're paying attention, you're not gonna know. And I mean, I get it. Like, people don't want alerts going off; they want to get a good night's sleep and stuff. But man, I prefer to be woken up and told, like, hey, get to safety. Like, I'd rather do that than be sleeping permanently. Um, but the weather radios are fantastic. Like, we have a weather radio. Our Midland's just plugged in. It's an alert just for tornado or big activity. It's not for thunderstorm. I mean, you could set it for all the other stuff, but that's just going to cause panic and go off nonstop. But it's set for tornado warnings, which it's going to go off the minute there's a danger, and it's going to wake everybody up, and that's what it's meant to do. So I don't know. It's just peace of mind. Like, I can put it in there and not have to worry about it. Some people say you don't need to have one. That's fine by me. You don't need one. You got other ways to caught it again. Doing it, that's fine. But the radio works for me, and I like it. It just gives me a little peace and comfort in the girls as well. The Illinois, Chicago area, be safe to you and your family. Appreciate that, Miss B. First thing I asked about East Tennessee before we moved from SoCal was, are there tornadoes? You can get a tornado anywhere. Like, tornadoes are going to pop up. I think they've only had, I think somebody commented earlier too, there's only been one big tornado in East Tennessee. They had one time, I don't remember the date, I don't want to say it because I'll be wrong, where they did have an outbreak, similar to what happened last night. There were a bunch of random little tornadoes, EF0s and 1s and stuff, but they did have multiple tornadoes in the area. But honestly, like, I've done a couple videos on the weather, and there's not a lot of tornadoes in East Tennessee. And I hate saying that because they can happen at any time. Like, it's who knows. This weather, like, we've been having lately in the past, like, decade, like, weather just seems crazy. And I'm not talking, like, global warming stuff. Just, weather just seems crazy right now. And it just seems to get more intense, really. Which maybe it is tied to global warming. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I just like to get outside and enjoy it. So, and go for... Got it pretty good last night down here in Columbia, at least for the Santa Cruz boy, but Mount Juliet got here. Yeah, I talked to a buddy that had just moved to Mount Juliet, and I said, hey, you're about to get your first dose of Tennessee weather. Hope you guys have a closet or something nearby. But they're good to go. Don't see a rich cream in your other hand with that coffee. Wish I had a donut. I'm kind of hungry right now. Friendsville, Tennessee. How are you doing, James? You guys good out there? Jamestown, tornadoes in our area right now. Welcome to Tennessee. Jamestown, y'all should be all right. I mean, the tornado watches are out there, but I haven't seen any more. We got the weather radio, we got the show, we got the same one you knows about. Thanks, cool. But like I said, you just have it. You plug it in, you put it in your mud room or your laundry room, or just off in the corner, just somewhere where it gets reception. That's all you need to do. Fayetteville storm just passed us. Thunder and lightning show was crazy, and the wind was insane. Oh, there we go, Andy. 2010, April 17th, that was the outbreak. So it was similar to what happened last night. I mean, I was looking at some of the National Weather Center warnings, and I have never seen so many warnings and watches issued. Leo Patrasol. Hi, friends. We are so protected here in Knoxville with the Smokies to the east and the Plateau to the west. It's just a little windy, but all good. Exactly. Just enjoy it. Like, I mean, weather is beautiful. It's kind of one of those weird things. It's beautiful, but it's destructive at the same time. So it's kind of a balance, you know. But Smoky Mountains are an awesome thing to have right here, in your backyard. So, first year in Mount Juliet from San Diego. Be safe out there. Insane right night here. Glad to hear everybody's doing good. Northeast Knox County, my wife and I have been watching the weather since 5:30. Nothing wrong with watching the weather and being alert. That's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta just be alert. Like, you'll be fine, trust me. Angie, hoping Chattanooga's good. It's looking good from up here. From what I've seen. Good morning from Upland. We're doing good, Harold. That's when the F1 touchdown in Greenback. That's crazy because that's just over the hill from us. That's close. Somebody had asked what the difference between a watch and a warning is. So, I'm not a meteorologist. I have just taken sky spotter classes and weather classes just because I like weather. I'm obsessed with weather. So a watch means conditions are ripe and prime for said event to happen. So if you have a thunderstorm watch, it means the atmosphere is primed and ready that a thunderstorm could form and break out. Tornado watch could start seeing some rotation. Stuff is just, everything's coming together for a tornado to happen. Those are watches. Warnings are actual visual observations of said activity. So if you have a thunderstorm warning, there is a thunderstorm that has been observed, and there's either hail, there is damaging winds. Tornado warning means there's visual evidence, like it has been observed that there is rotation, there's a debris ball, there is something going on. So whenever you see a watch, that's just, hey, be on alert, right? Like watch for things. Makes sense, right? When it's a warning, that's when things are a little bit more serious. That's when something has actually been observed in that area, and you kind of need to take a little bit of caution with it. Hoping to relocate to East Tennessee. That's cool. Mr. B, appreciate that. Borman. I loved everything about Tennessee in the month and a half we've lived here. Reminds me every day why I left Orange County. There you go. Hey Matt, I used to sport the sweet mullet back in the years back. Heard it was coming back in style. Might have to bring mine back. You should bring it back. Definitely. The kids, so the high schoolers, are doing permed mullets. So when Tracy's friend cut my hair, she's like, I was so busy in the fall with boys coming in asking for permed mullets. Like, I'm talking like Justin Timberlake noodle hair mullets. Like, it was interesting. I don't think I could do it. I'm okay with the mullet. Like, I like the mullet. Like, it's grown on me. I like it. But I don't think I could do a permed mullet. I don't think I could. Just Mississippi here, Becky. How you all doing down there? It didn't look like these lines were reaching all the way down that way. I know Texas and Louisiana did this all morning. Up 1 and 2 warnings last night. Supposed to have winds 65. That's fast out here. Severe thunderstorm warning just issued from Marion County, 20 miles from Chattanooga. Okay, so Chattanooga's getting a little bit of spice coming their way. Coffee's getting a little cold. Like I said, I'm just out here enjoying it. It's 70. Just been playing with Macy, just soaking it all up while we can before we got to go indoors for a little bit. And then hopefully this thing will pass really quick and we'll be good to go. Let's see. I know the kids are doing a gingerbread house. Let's see what Taylor and James are doing on the gingerbread house. Where's your helper?
He went to the desk.
Let's see. It's the elf on the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the elf?
I haven't put them out of the box yet, but I think you can tell who decorated what side.
Yeah. And we got Barbie Dream House going too. All right, see, that's what I'm saying. It's an indoor day. Just having fun, doing gingerbread houses and other stuff. Hopefully everybody is doing good out there. Like I said, we're just waiting to see kind of what happened last night. Kind of scary up in Kentucky, but Amazon warehouse collapse with a bunch of workers in it. There was a 5-story building in Kentucky that collapsed. The courthouse collapsed. A lot of chaos, man. Just a lot of chaos. Just stuff that we don't need added on to the chaos we already have in this world. Angie, getting ready for work. Have a good day. Stay safe. Stay safe out there at work. Randy, thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Anything you can do? Yeah, definitely meet up someday. Texas is windy right now. Still sunny right now here in Greenville. Yeah, I can't. It's a very high cloud cover. Very high and thin right now. There's some clouds southwest. No, southeast. I'll look over here really quick. Still nothing on the west. It's still clear skies that way. So this storm is going so fast. I did a time lapse earlier. I took the drone up and battery died super quick just because it was battling winds up there. But took the drone up and it's probably one of the fastest time lapses I've done. These clouds just freaking fly by. It's insane. So hopefully it's a quick event when it does come through to us. Morning waiting for it to cross the plateau. Yeah, it's just up there hanging out. FJB, look at that American flag. That's definitely my popular roast, man. I knew it. Like I told Babs, like I was gonna name it Brandon's roast anyways, because of my one of my best friend that I've had for the longest, Brandon, lives out in Vegas. I was gonna name it after him. So it's gonna be fun. Like I'm gonna name some roast after friends, you know, that I create and I know love coffee. And then the Let's Go Brandon thing started, and I was like, told that, I was like, let's just name it Let's Go Brandon for right now, see what it does. And everybody loved it. Tennessee Stands reposted it, and I had a ton of requests for it. I actually ordered more coffee beans that I hope are here beginning of week to like midweek, because we actually have an event coming up next week that I hope to have coffee at. So it's been fun. It's been a blessing. It's been truly awesome seeing people like just kind of support us and like the coffee, which is good. You want people to like the coffee, so it's been fun. What happened last night, Angie? There was a tornado outbreak, Arkansas, West Tennessee, Kentucky. Really, really bad stuff. Like I said earlier, daylight is just hitting over there, so they're really gonna know what the damage was. It's kind of hard to tell what it was at night, so couldn't do the perm mullet. The perm mullet would just be, just I don't know. It's kind of like the mustache. I just can't do the mustache either. But hey, some people can, man. Be safe, praying for all the people in the 5 states it was affected. Yeah, 25 plus tornadoes. That's insane. Mayfield is devastated. Yeah, that poor town. I am just, like I said earlier, if anybody knows of anyone up in Mayfield or in those areas that needs help or needs assistance, needs a truck moving good at catching this thing. I don't have anywhere better to put it right now. Let me know. Shoot me a message. You drop an email. Let me know. We'll be more than happy to go up there. I've got a couple people that have already reached out to me and asked if we were going to go help. And like I said, I've got no problem going out and helping. We've got trucks, we put them to use. We got chainsaws, we put them to use. It's slow right now for me work-wise, as far as video stuff goes. People aren't getting married right now, although we do have a wedding next weekend. So I got plenty of time on my hands to give back to people. I love doing it. Because, like I said, people have always gave back to us when we needed it. So, if we can help, please let us know. It's just a bad situation all around. Where's Babs? Babs at work. She got up early, 4 a.m. I got up at 4 a.m. with her. That's when everything was kind of hitting in Middle Tennessee, and I was checking in with Josh, checking in with my buddy Steven out there. They're all doing good though. Just shot them texts like, hey, hope you guys are sheltered, like stuff's hitting the fan right now, and everybody's good, so that's always good to hear. Maybe had some downed trees and all that, but that's fine, we can live with that. Tornado warning just issued for Grundy County, just west of Chattanooga. People in Tennessee are always resourceful and willing to help others in need. They are, and that's kind of infectious. It's just one of those things. I remember when we went down and helped with the Chattanooga tornado, it just kind of with everything going on with 2020, how 2020 was, and just, you know, the thing that has been going on ruining all of our lives. It was cool to see Tennesseans and these communities still coming together and just acting like none of it existed, but they just wanted to help out neighbors and others, you know, just kind of putting the rest of that world that's so chaotic and that we hear about, that we're engulfed with, putting that all aside and concentrating on what was like here and what needed the attention. So that was one of the coolest things to see when we went down there. And same thing when we did Hurricane Harvey down in Texas, and just it's one of those things, we need conflict as human beings in order to grow and like get better. Now, I'm not saying like we need destruction and all that, but when we face hard times, I feel like that's when things come together and people come together and things do get better, and kind of gives you different outlooks on things and gives you more hope. Unfortunately, events like that come along, and that's when people do start reaching out and contributing and coming together. But it's good. There is good in the bad. So I feel like it's getting a little colder. I don't know. The breeze just kind of changed a little bit. Like there's a little chill on that breeze. Still says it's 70. Calm in Baxter, Tennessee right now. Hard times make strong men. That ain't that the truth. That's the quote. Paying attention to your Knoxville. Good. Yeah. Mackenzie's got to go up to work in kind of like Hardin Valley area. She's got soccer. She's coaching some little kid teams up there, and she's got to leave at 12. Which is kind of when everything's gonna hit. So I'm a little nervous just watching that. We'll see what happens. I don't know if they're gonna cancel soccer or not, but hopefully all goes well and they can still go. Pretty consistent. There have been some bigger gusts, but it's been this pretty steady breeze going on right now. Still going out of the southeast. I'm just looking towards the west, and there's still nothing. It's still like clear. So weird. Cool sunrise this morning though. Great sunrise. Got some awesome sunrises and sunsets lately. The atmosphere has been primed for sunrises and sunsets. It's been really cool. I've been seeing a lot of cool pictures people have been sharing. Yeah, I'll check back in once sunrise yesterday in Halls was off the hook. Yeah, it was just on fire. Like the sky was just, it was the coolest colors. And it's funny, my dad used to take photos, and it's kind of where I picked up the camera, I guess. But he always said, like, when you look at something and you think like, oh wow, that's really cool, that'd be a good picture. Like if you don't take it at that very second, you run inside to get your camera, or it's going to change that quick. So it's really cool when people happen to snap a photo of the sunrise or sunset or something that they're taking the photo of at that second, because it was just primed and timed for that moment. Because it's crazy. Like I could walk outside and be like, oh wow, look at that sunrise, that's pretty cool. I could run inside and get the drone. By the time I get the drone out up, it's completely changed. Doesn't look as cool as it once did. Or even if I go get the camera to take a picture. But it's just nice with cell phones now, so you can just pull it out of your pocket and snap a picture, you know. But yeah, there's been some pretty cool sunrises. It has just been some awesome colors. And what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Come here. Come up here. Say hi. You say hi. See Macy. You want to say hi? Hey. And what are we doing? Are we just waiting for the storm? Are we chasing squirrels? Are we chasing squirrels? She's a squirrel hunter right now. just funny because the squirrels have been out. I guess because it's warm. I would think they wouldn't be out this much, but it has been oddly warm. And it's funny. It's one of those things, you know, like if you have kids, you want them to succeed and do well. Hang on. Good freeze. What if I switch to this? Doesn't win. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Stay over here. You have kids, you want them to do well and succeed, and you know, whether it's sports or whatever it be. Macy sits in the yard and watches these squirrels in the morning so patiently and tries to like creep up on them, be as stealth as she can, like she's gonna get it, and she just doesn't get it. She doesn't even come close. These squirrels just, and she just sits there and looks up in the tree, like the look of disappointment, like, oh, I almost had it, and she wasn't even close. She wasn't close to having anything. But every day she keeps going. She keeps trying. Squirrel after squirrel. One day we're gonna get one, maybe, huh? You catch them off guard? Honestly, the saddest thing. She will sit there and watch a squirrel for 30 minutes and then go after it, and only for it just to go up the tree. And then she'll sit there for an hour looking up the tree, just waiting for that squirrel to come down. Huh? We'll get one day. We'll get one. Too funny. All right. Well, I am going to stop this one because nothing's really going on right now. Just wanted to check in, give an update, calm before the storm. Give you guys another update later on once it gets here, so you can kind of see the difference. You know. Just let's see. Okay. So that's east. East looks fine, right? This is west. Still nothing. Like you should see like a huge there should be a shelf cloud, there should be some sign of it, but there's nothing. So this storm is moving fast, so all of a sudden it's gonna pop up and come this way, and then we'll see what happens. We'll go live again. So like this branch I knew was gonna fall, so we pulled this one off. Yanked that one down because we knew it would fall. Kind of try to look at branches and stuff, and I know if something's gonna fall down, I try to break them off before that happens. Like I said, this is the only tree that's near the house that worries me. None of the other ones worry me, so we should be good. Huh? We gonna be good? You want me to throw that, huh? All right. That was a bad throw. That is it from East Tennessee, y'all. We will come back a couple hours. We'll go live again. But I appreciate y'all being here. Hope y'all stay safe.